This opening contest is for the ACW television title and is scheduled for one fall. Your referee is Jason Denis. Introducing first the challenger, weighing in tonight at 320 pounds. He hails from Algona, Wisconsin. Ladies and gentlemen, Troy Steele.
Welcome to the watering hole at ACW Spring Fever. I am the Wizard of Todd. Join with me is Professor Roderick J. MacFahrquar.
What a lovely spring evening it is.
Yes, it is.
The lilacs are in bloom.
Yes, and it appears that Troy Steele is ready to open up a can of whoop ass on his opponent.
He's always ready to open up a fresh can. He doesn't bother with the stale can.
However, he might have some trouble tonight as he's going up against the TV champion and Big Daddy Loker.
Ah, yes, he is big. Whoa, look at him.
But why does he hang around Matt Byron like that? I don't get it.
Matt Byron is an interesting character, let me tell you. I can't really say much about him because, you know, what hasn't been said.
Well, just a couple of months ago, he breaks away, leaves the broadcast booth, starts off with Club Elite with Mike Mercury, and they've been raising all sorts of havoc all through ACW.
Oh, don't get me started. Don't get me started.
Oh, no, and he's not going to speak. Oh.
Worst mistake of the evening.
I'm sorry to interrupt your normal Saturday night routine of cornhole the kinfolk.
Oh, there he goes, straight to the blue stuff.
We're not happy with you. This is the most dominant TV champion in ACW history, and you aren't giving us enough respect.
Even more dominant than Kamikaze Ken Anderson?
Point taken.
Well, he's always been one for hyperbole, so.
ACW, the man that's going to leave Troy Steele looking like Robert Blake's hosebag wife. How you doing? And you ain't giving us enough love. This is the man that's going to leave all of ACW.
Talk about the voice that launched 1,000 earbleeds.
Yes, and still, not enough respect. So, the respect starts now. Every one of you, get up to the railing, lean way over, present your lips, and kiss our ass as we walk by.
I think we got some problems with the audio equipment here. I just have this, there's this buzzing that's going on from the middle of the ring. You know, it's pretty annoying if you ask me.
A pretty large buzzing, wouldn't you say?
Large buzz, yes, in a black suit.
Kiss our asses, get up!
I think they're telling everyone to kiss their asses. Isn't it outlawed by the Geneva Convention?
What a lovely way to begin this fine April evening.
Hey, you're going to need to use those lilacs after you're done kissing their arses.
If only I were in Paris in this month.
I lied to you, man, leaving.
Ooh, the fake. The fake out from Eric Hammers. He's the master of crafty evil things.
I'm the master of crafty evil things. What are you talking about?
No, that was pure mastery. I've never seen a greater example of evil mastery craft work going on right there. He said he was going to leave, but then he didn't.
Well, that's too bad.
That's pure evil.
That is pure evil.
Evil, I tells you.
It is evil, but meanwhile in the ring, Troy Steele and Big Daddy Loker are going at it, and one thing about this matchup is going to be a lot of power being displayed by both these two gentlemen. Both these guys are about half the size of an aircraft carrier, their shoulders are, and they can just do amazing things power-wise.
These guys are big.
You know, Loker went to UW Oshkosh, and despite that handicap, he's a very fine power wrestler, but he's surprised that his tackles aren't having any effect on Troy Steele. Oh! Just plants him, 2 count, and Steele, not the quickest wrestler, but extremely powerful, and Loker's just not ready for it.
When you're as big as Troy Steele, you do not have to be quick.
Meanwhile, reversal by Big Daddy Loker. Troy Steele on the ropes, ducks back, going for a German suplex. Loker is trying to counter. Oh, now that was evil.
That's evil, yeah. And I especially like the girly leg flailing as the counter for that suplex.
The girly leg fling?
Yeah, he just took his legs out and like was flapping him around like he was a little girl being lifted up by her daddy.
Well, girly it might have been, but however, Big Daddy Loker is really hammering it into Troy Steele right now. Going for a vertical suplex, it looks like. Oh, snap suplex. Perfectly done. You know, despite, like I was saying, despite the fact he went to Oshkosh, 2 count on that, despite the fact he went to Oshkosh, he can chain wrestle. I've seen him do frog splashes. He's a fantastic wrestler.
He is a fantastic wrestler. He is just in with the wrong crowd. Happens all the time. It's a tragedy.
Well, you know, I have a theory about this. You know, I mean, obviously when he went to big power slam by Big Daddy Loker, just planted him, but only a 2 count. As I was saying, I have a theory, and that's, you know, all these people were attracting, like UWO promised him the world, and how did they deliver? Not very well, did they? Now Club Elite, they promised Big Daddy Loker the world, and they got him the TV belts, but still not exactly the world if you ask me.
Well, the problem with hooking up with Club Elite is that the biggest shortcoming is you're in Club Elite. And that's...
Oh, what? Boy, a huge clothesline by Troy Steele nearly took off Loker's head.
And that's quite a...
Oh! Goes for the steel bomb. And Jason Doreen's pulling a Jamie Kennedy here. And, oh, now what's this?
That's just not right.
Oh, right across the eyes with that kendo stick goes
Eric
Hammers.
And who's been drinking tonight?
I think I need to start. And there's Hammers just doing jumping jacks and acting like a complete fool.
It looks like the Schwarzenegger and what's his name from Twins there.
Yeah, it looks like the Vito and Schwarzenegger. And the thing about...
And here comes Chris Farley.
You know, the thing of Chris Farley.
Oh, I'm sorry, Matt Byron.
Oh, yeah, it's hard to tell, isn't it? A double team going on in Troy Steele. Ducks underneath. Oh, but nails them both with a clothesline. Both those guys decide to get all dodged. If it wasn't for the shenanigans and tomfoolery of Eric Hammers...
Dare I say skullduggery.
Skullduggery, yes. Obviously, Troy Steele would probably have the TV title now.
Yeah, it's a tragedy that's been seen 1,000 times at 1,000 wrestling shows and carries on again this evening.
This next contest is a lumberjack match and is scheduled for 1 fall. Your referee, Jimmy Louisville Kennedy.
Who's who?
The guy doing the announcing thing out there.
I don't know. If I had to guess,
I never heard of him.
Well, one thing I will say, he has a very nice head.
That's a swell head. That head is swinging.
Oh no, not the man from his couch.
Oh boy, the man with the powers of sloth of 10 men.
You know, he keeps asking who's the man. I keep saying not him.
He is definitely not. Anybody who's got this Wonder Woman fetish that he does.
A Wonder Woman fetish?
Oh, that's a nice little headband thing.
Yeah, sure.
It looks like he doesn't have the one that has a star on it, but.
Thank Bob. And oh, what's this? He's hugging. And I tell you what, that's just disturbing. I mean, I'm not trying to be homophobic or anything, but that just...
Well, it's hard not to be.
Right.
When he's... Boy, oh, what the...
And it looks like...
Wait, things are... We got people out here.
Well, it's a lumberjack match.
A lumberjack! I love a lumberjack match.
You know, that reminds me of the Lumberjack song from Monty Python.
Oh, yes, that's a great song.
I ain't going to sing it. I don't want...
Especially like the German version, but...
It's a German version.
Und ich trage High Heels und ein Bustenhalter, so wie mein Onkel Walter.
Oh no. Business is about to pick up.
No.
Yes.
No,
He's my poker buddy. Well, that guy's not my poker buddy.
No, I'm talking about another
He's
guy
not my
that came out. That guy, I use the term loosely.
And here he comes, my poker buddy, Sam Hayne. He finally gets his shot to go ahead and show Mike Mercury what for. Sam Hayne earlier on was dissed by Mike Mercury when Club Elite was formed. You just don't do that to the devil.
You know, I've learned a long time ago, you do not piss off Samuel Hayne.
I mean, the guy made Kujo quit. How many people can say that? He has basically pulled on everyone who's been put in his way in ACW, and oh no. Here we go. Oh, you can feel the heat from here.
Oh, I've got sunburn.
By the way, do you do that, just yourself, or,
I've been known to at a couple of wild New Year's Eve parties, but not tonight. Not in April.
Not this fine spring evening, no.
No.
I think Sam has something to say. No, just drinking some water. And he'd better watch out, because Mike Mercury is kind of looking for a cheap shot, it looks like, but no, thinks better of it.
You know, I used to spend my days as a youth as a lumberjack.
Really?
Chopping down trees.
And
laying logs.
Laying logs.
Yeah, you gotta lay the logs down in a row, so when the sled can come by and pick them up after
Mike Mercury's trying to escape, but that's not going to happen.
That's why it's a lumberjack match!
That's right, and that's okay, because, they work all night and sleep all day.
That's correct. Yeah, but I did not wear any bras or
That's good, and Hayne just going right to work on Mike Mercury. What the heck?
Who's that guy in the front there?
I don't know.
It's
someone lit a fire on his butt, though, it looks like.
Not Chaotic Youth. He's looking special out there tonight.
Yes, I think there's Olympics for people like him.
Yes, there are. I'm going to hell. I'm going to have to catch a ride with Sam. Hope he's got room in his Ford Fiesta.
Meanwhile, Hayne's just going to work on Mike Mercury. This match finally came to fruition because Mike Mercury kept ducking Sam Hayne.
Is the Weasel the ref for this one?
Yeah, unfortunately so.
That's funny. We got two Weasels in the ring.
Two?
Him and Mike Mercury, the biggest weasel of them all.
Well, there's no reason to compare Mike Mercury to Jamie Kennedy,
No, I'm comparing him to the weasel, the actual animal.
Oh, well, all right. That's better.
Yes, he's a weasel-y sort.
Oh, okay. Well, that I can see. Jason Doreen's losing all order out there. Meanwhile, Mike Mercury is thrown back into the ring.
That's why we have a lumberjack match.
And Sam Hayne takes full advantage. And, this is right up Sam Hayne's alley because he just keeps getting Mike Mercury. He keeps getting the opportunity to take out his frustrations on a guy who has disrespected him in the past, a guy who has ducked him in the past, a guy who's, quite frankly, was acting like a world-class turd.
And he flies out of the ring. That's lovely to see.
And, he's not going to get a lot of time to recover because he's going to be thrown back into the ring. But wait a minute. Oh, no, it's the Club Steel Meat faction. And who the heck just put that?
I believe that was Mr. Hayne himself.
Oh, my. Wait, I can't even see right now. There's so many people around. Yeah, it is Sam Hayne. And that's not evil. That just takes a lot of guts and a lot of confidence to fly out there amongst Club Elite. And now Mike Mercury, he's on the offensive. I mean, more than usual.
Yes, he's always offensive.
Oh.
Not as offensive as that shirt on Chaotic Youth.
No, that shirt is flaming.
Flaming, I tell you. It reminds me of a little get-together I had one time with...
oh, yes, Hayne in a figure four leg lock.
Little Richard and Charles Nelson Riley and Paul Lynn. That was a veritable fruit medley.
And Mike Mercury taking advantage of Club Elite. Good ring presence, know where Club Elite is, and grab their hand and put more pressure on that figure four leg lock. And he just broke the hold. I don't get it. He had Sam Hayne exactly where he wanted him, and he breaks the hold.
But I do have to make one comment. I do have to say that, you know, in all respect to Mr. Hayne, those flames, they work on him.
They do work on him. I don't think we can say that Sam Hayne is flaming.
No, he's not.
No.
Boy, whoa.
You know, that's something you only see outside the, you know, the flamboyant nightclubs of Kakana, I think.
Those flamboyant nightclubs of Kakana are nefarious in their flamosity.
And, Mike Mercury went for a splash going home. Sam Hayne with kicks. Sam Hayne going to work. Throws him right into the corner. Rolling combo kick by Sam Hayne. And Mike Mercury, he wishes he was back on his couch.
Well, that's why he'll be spending the rest of the evening tonight, I'm sure.
Off the ropes again, and club delete. I mean, club flat feet, whatever the heck they're called. They interfere again. Meanwhile, Mike Mercury goes for the pin. Jamie Kennedy, thank Bob, can only count to 2. As opposed to being a weasel like Mike Mercury.
Like a weasel.
Like a weasel. And double underhook, went for the suplex. Nicely done by Mike Mercury. Only gets to 2.
Oh, there's another image of
the flaming shirt.
Well, I'm looking at the one on the other side of the ring. The pink flaming guy who's big and large and smells bad.
I'm not on the other side of the ring.
No, that guy there, I don't even want to mention his name, with the headband. And
yeah, I think he's a fantastic load, isn't he?
He is one heck of a load of steaming dung. That's gotta hurt.
Oh, right in the family jewels. Well, thank God he's not going to be able to reproduce. Meanwhile, Sam Hayne is going right behind him and is just going to work. Meanwhile, Jamie the Weasel Kennedy's trying to get him off of him, trying to get him away from the ropes, trying to get Mike Mercury out of there, and Sam Hayne is having nothing to do with it. And, wait a minute, that Loads fellow just helped him out. And that is just a disturbing sight, isn't it?
Why he keeps showing up at these shows, I'll never know.
It's not like he's loved or anything.
He's a lump is what he is.
Meanwhile, and Mike Mercury just deposited Sam Hayne.
Now that's just not sporty.
And here comes the other people from the match who are being the Lumberjacks, and they're trying to fight off Club Delete, but to no avail.
Now there's more stuff going outside the ring than inside the ring.
You know, there's supposed to be a 40-man battle royal tonight. Looks like this might be a bit of a sneak preview of what's to come.
Yes, I see foreshadowing.
Oh, the green mist! The greatest move that Sam Hayne has, the green mist. And now he's going to put Mike Mercury in the double lock where he belongs. Welcome to hell, Mike Mercury.
That's gotta hurt the back and neck.
He's tapping out. He's tapping out.
Yes! That little weaseling headband wearing full!
Sam Hayne has taken Mike Mercury to hell.
Well, on that note, I gotta go. I have some business to attend to, and it's gonna be fun. I can't tell you. You'll see in a moment.
Oh, okay.
But you have yourself a good time.
I'll get to you in a second, Todd. I've been waiting on the car, waiting to pick my spot, and I guess since you've been taking a nap out here in the ring, this is a good time as any. This match you thought was Mickey Doyle's last act as commissioner. It wasn't. You thought that Mickey Doyle was old and stupid. That's why you rigged the election for commissioner so that he'd win. Does anybody remember voting on the internet? How many of you actually voted for Mickey Doyle? That's right, Club Elite wanted Mickey Doyle in because they thought they could control him like they control everything else. Like they make me sit out in the crowd, like they made Professor Roderick J. MacFahrquar run music for the last 3 shows. Hayne fired the thrill. Right now, Bill Santowski sitting at home in his apartment in Bellevue going, "Run the thrill! Run the thrill!"
You see, that wasn't Mickey Doyle's last act to give Hayne that lumberjack match. His last act as commissioner, because he knew he had a good shot of losing that retirement match to Eric Hammers, was actually to turn over interim commissionership to me. But the thing is, I actually like just being a ring announcer. And Scab, you've been doing a pretty good job. Stick around because I got to go change. So I've got two things that I want to do as acting commissioner. And the first one is to introduce the man who actually won the voting, your rightful and new ACW commissioner, Professor Roderick J. MacFahrquar. Two plans, two goals in mind for my commissionership of ACW. The first one is to make sure that you are the most entertained group of fans in wrestling today. My second, and right now what's going to be my most satisfying plan, is to show that certain group of hooligans, Club Elite, who is boss, because I intend to stick it to them. Now, Jason Jerry, I believe you said you had a second thing. That's right. In my second and final act as commissioner before Professor takes over, Loker, I'd like you to turn over the TV title. You see, when Club Elite killed the TV show, they killed the TV title. What sense does it make to have a television title without a television show? If you're not going to hand it over, it doesn't matter. It's just a worthless piece of gold. Consider the TV officially retired. That's right. But don't worry. We're not going to let this belt go to waste. Professor? Oh, coincidentally, this is now called the Midwest title. The ACW Midwest title, and it's now vacant. So, next month, Friday. Sorry, guys. We gotta have a little fair play here. Hayne will be in the tournament. Okay, I want to play fair. Okay, we had a little shenanigans for the past few matches, past few shows with Club Elite. We're going to have a tournament Friday, May 17th, right here at the Watering Hole for the new ACW Midwest title. And just to be fair to Mr. Loker over here, you're going to have a first round bye. So I hope everybody comes Friday, May 17th, to see our wonderful Midwest title tournament. That's all. Enjoy the show. Be sure to tip your waitresses.
Holy cow! What a turn of events this has been. I'm speechless. Jason Jerry was the commissioner. He gave it to my broadcast colleague, Roderick J. MacFahrquar. And meanwhile, the professor, he stumbles back over in this general direction as Club Delete finally leaves the area. Thank Bob.
This next contest is scheduled for one fall. Your referee, Jamie the Weasel Kennedy. Introducing first, weighing in tonight at 195 pounds, he hails from Dane County, Florida, the Sheriff, Johnny Emerald.
Well, I tell you what, law enforcement officials across the country just shake their head when they look at this guy. I mean, what do you have to say about him that hasn't been said before?
Nice donut. I believe it's jelly filled.
I believe you're right. Just walking around, you know, it looks like he's trying to, you know, he's scoping out some action around here, I think.
He likes the wrestling crowd.
Really? You wouldn't you know, notice that, you know, the way how he acts.
Well, you know those police officer types.
Ah.
Who is this guy?
I tell you, he's a nice head.
Huh?
Weighing in tonight at 190 pounds, American System, Ryan Rowe.
Huh?
You know, I think that it's quite obvious that Sheriff Johnny Emerald really wanted this match and pushed for it very much, just so he could get his hands on Ryan Rogue, if you know what I mean.
Okay.
I'd much rather get my hands on the lovely Kendra, though.
Yeah, I can see that. I could see getting my hands on something such as that. Well, this is going to be an interesting match. So how did you like that little surprise I had for you?
That shocked the living hell out of me, Mr. Commissioner.
Well, thank you very much.
Congratulations.
Now that's just disrespectful.
Oh, there he goes, sneaking up from behind. How typical of the sheriff.
Oh, that's a nice little slap of an effeminate sort.
You know, I would say time for chops, but Matt Byron doesn't like when I do that. So, and I don't like taking anything from Matt Byron because, well, frankly, who cares? So, there you go.
That's, wow, that was some nice little...
Oh, what a tackle by Ryan Rogue, taking to school the donut eater. Oh, but a nice hip toss by Sheriff Johnny Emerald, and the sheriff just using his forearm as a nightstick, you know.
Boy, he's just laying into him.
You know, I hate to see what else the sheriff would do with that forearm and use it as a nightstick for you, if you know what I mean.
Why do they always call it the forearm smash when everybody only has two arms?
You know, it's force spelled F-O-R-E.
I'm not playing golf here, dude.
Oh, bleeding. Meanwhile, great drop kick by Ryan Rogue, scoop slam, and plants him to the mat.
Yeah, there's some other things that would be planted if the sheriff had his way.
Well, obviously so. And meanwhile, you know, you don't want to be grabbing the sheriff down there. He might like it.
2, 1, 2. Got that shoulder.
What do you mean? I don't understand.
Well, the less you understand about this is probably the better. Meanwhile, the sheriff is Irish whipped into the turnbuckle, and Ryan Rogue made a rookie mistake, and Sheriff Johnny Emerald follows up with a bulldog. John Emerald, say what you will about him, but he is a crafty veteran, and he likes to sneak up from behind.
I guess Sheriff
Johnny
Johnny Emerald knows how to work the head on that bulldog.
Yes. And meanwhile, I'm talking about working the head.
The face. Oh, he'll be scarred.
I told him. Hey, 1, 2, 3.
And Kendra's giving Weasel the business. You know, I think Kendra should use a big stick.
I wouldn't mind if Kendra gave me the business.
I'd like a little bit more than the business, quite frankly, but, you know, I can't talk about that. Meanwhile, John Emerald has had Ryan Rogue right where he wanted him on his knees.
But ching! Zing!
Going for the cover. I didn't know the Sheriff liked it on top. Goes for that reverse chin lock. Just trying to take away the wind of Ryan Rogue, trying to keep him grounded, this young high flyer.
He pump the right arm. Pump the right arm again. Come on. Oh, no, he's not going to do it.
Meanwhile, Andrew trying to get the crowd into it. Ryan Rogue fighting back. Missed the clothesline by Emerald. And flying forearm by Ryan Rogue.
I'll say it again. He's only got 2 arms.
We had this discussion. Never mind. Oh, what a neck breaker by Johnny Emerald. Goes for the cover again. And was thrown off. You know, that must happen to him quite a bit, people throwing him off. Especially men like Ryan Rogue. Oh, he's just trying to choke him out. Now, this is not the way to deal with someone who's just rejected you. Oh, very immature.
It would appear to me that Ryan Rogue is down on his luck at the moment and really needs to come back. And there it is!
Oh, great neck breaker by Ryan Rogue. Both men down, but not that way. And Ryan Rogue is the first to get back to his knees. Sheriff Johnny Emerald's following him. Weasel puts on the count. That's amazing in and of itself. And Ryan Rogue fights back with some stiff rights. And oh, there's a great right that just knocks the Sheriff down.
Did Ryan Rogue just get a high five from the Weasel?
That would just, you know, that would.
What the huh?
You know, I think our sound system is possessed by Stan.
Something's going wrong here.
Meanwhile, Ryan Rogue, he's going on top, goes for the flying elbow smash, nails him, and the slowest count in the world by Jamie the Weasel Kennedy, but he gets the 3 count anyway.
That's a good 3 count.
And you know, the Sheriff Johnny Emerald's nefarious plot to get some loving tonight fails miserably.
Well, he's still got the, you know, he's got his options tonight. He's still got the prisoners back in his cells.
Yeah, I think he was trying to make Ryan Rogue a prison, well, shall we say, female puppy dog.
Oh, I'm not going there. Nor have I
Watch
ever.
Watch sneak up from behind. Oh, like I said before, Sheriff is so great.
He's
up
crafty.
From behind.
He's sneaky.
He likes to sneak up from behind. And and Kendra goes after the Sheriff. It's about time. Going for the Dudley Dog.
Interesting choice of moves there.
Yes. And Kendra showing some wrestling moves, taking on the Sheriff by herself, just planning them. You know, I doubt very highly this is the last we've seen of Sheriff Johnny Emerald, but we can only hope.
It would be nice. It would be nice. And we're back.
This next contest is scheduled for 1 fall.
Yes.
And then?
Weighing in tonight at 205 pounds, he hails from Kansas City, Missouri. Ladies and gentlemen, Red Lightning.
Kansas City, Missouri.
I think it comes from Loker the last time I checked.
That doesn't sound right.
Well, like I said, that announcer's the nicest head I think I've seen in a while.
Except for comes the Screaming Viking.
Oh my God.
Is that a Laughing Sweet? I can never remember.
This man gives Carrot Top a bad name, and that's saying a whole heck of a lot. Every time this guy comes in, he stoops down to a new low. You know, I am ashamed to be the man that once handed a chair to Red Lightning, thinking that he would be able to use it, and him messing up greatly.
Yeah, that's a little piece of history that you'd like to forget.
You know, Byron's never liked me much after that.
Well, that's a good thing.
That's true. And here comes the anarchist, Eric Kent. And trying to get the crowd into it. I'm sorry, but Red Lightning killed him for you. Sorry.
You know, I mean, I like this kid. He's got spunk, he's got class, but the whole anarchist thing, you know, it's just not the right road to take. I mean, you know, I like stop signs. You know, I like being able to, you know, not be punched in the face, you know, just walking down the street.
Right. You know, if he was smart, he would come to my side, a side that's truly evil, the libertarians.
Yes, yes, they are evil.
I am evil.
Evil, I tells you.
Meanwhile, these two guys are feeling each other up. Match is underway. Oh, very interesting move by Red Lightning. Cuts off the tie-up at the pass into an armbar. Buchanan
armbar!
Yes, that is an armbar. That's very good, Professor.
Thank you.
I'm glad you're here to tell us these things.
I'll be at the Riverside Ballroom next weekend. Thank you.
Wonderful. Into the ropes goes Eric Cannon, ducks a clothesline, and Red Lightning with a spinning heel kick that just catches Eric Cannon right in the face. And Cannon is down.
Now, technically, anarchy comes from the Greek word anarchos, meaning without king. So maybe he just doesn't like royalty.
That could be.
Then I can respect that.
But you know, on the other hand, the original term for libertarians was anarchists.
Really?
Yes, we are very close to anarchists.
I'll say.
And we love it.
Oh!
That was an enziguri kick that could be heard from a mile away. That was a great shot. Eric Cannon just planning Red Lightning on the mat. Off the ropes he goes, and just gives him a leg drop.
Ooh, nice little breakdance move there.
Yeah, that was very Hogan-esque, I thought.
That was like a Funkmaster Flash.
Oh, and Red Lightning going for the goodies. That's usually amongst the province of Sheriff Johnny Emerald, but okay, whatever works. Woo!
Wait, what? Huh? What?
Wait a minute.
Huh?
There's some music going on here. Wait a minute, it's Kujo and Adrian Lynch.
Kujo and Lynch.
And Stefano. What are they doing here?
What? I am befuddled.
Oh my goodness. And the mullet color on Eric Cannon. Oh, good gravy.
Oh, Kujo with that mullet cutter. Oh, and Red's getting it too.
And you know, Adrian Lynch is just directing traffic.
Oh, and hey, Alexis. Hey, I didn't notice her before.
Sing, Dean, sing.
Now it's not so bad, yeah.
But it's very bad for Red Lightning, but good for us.
Solo 2, solo 2, solo 2, mi amor.
Be quiet.
Hey, Alexis.
I just want to take a moment to thank all my fans.
Hey.
She has fans?
From all you guys telling me how beautiful and...
You know, I'd be her fan if she shut up.
Well, I'm not arguing. I'm not complaining.
And to all the girls, hey, don't be so jealous. It's not my fault.
She can't help it. She's beautiful.
You know, if I wanted this type of a vapid conversation, I'd talk to my sister, for God's sake.
Kendra, I just got one thing to say to you. Stop trying on my clothes, because they're just a little bit too small for you.
Oh, gee.
Even around the chest?
I got some business to take care of.
After that, I don't want to hear about business. Back to pleasure, Stefano.
Wait a minute, you're just insulting your boy there.
My boy?
Well, you always like the sheriff, and not oh God.
Yeah, that's the sheriff, all right.
I ought to be shot for that.
When he puts his...
Stefano, and the man
What?
that for the second year in a row
What?
tonight
What?
is going to win the 40-man
What?
Battle Royal.
What?
He is God's gift to
What?
women.
Oh my God!
What?
Krueger.
What?
How did Angelo Stefano
What?
get Kevin Krueger? Obviously, Krueger merely thinks that it's going to be even easier to pick up women if
What?
he has Stefano around him because look at the contrast. I mean, look at that. Kevin Krueger looks great, and Stefano looks like me, unclothed.
To Camp Stefano. It's great
Getting
to
back
have
to
you.
Alexis. I like that new haircut on Mr. Krueger.
The next thing I got
You know, I like Alexis a lot better now that she shut up.
Hey, I'll take her any way she comes. Whoa, ho! Bum jig!
She moaned.
in a non-title match. So why don't you guys come out here right now and we'll try to
I did not mean to get blue, but hey, that's where it's leading sometimes. What now?
Who are these guys coming out?
What is this music? Oh, it's these guys, the farmer and the pimp.
You know, these guys were last year's tag team of the year. But now Kujo and Adrian Lynch have the belts.
Guys, why don't you get on the microphone and explain to me and my champions why in the hell you think you actually...
Yikes!
And Hillbilly Hill is
Shut up, boy! Shut up!
he's talking to you, I think.
Yes. You two, boy. We took care of you. Yeah, you two. Nice heads here. Yes. Yes. Oh.
Oh, their heads aren't nearly as nice as the ring announcer. Come on.
No, that's about the nicest
They're
damn
talking
head
to
I
you,
ever did
pal.
see.
Stay back, farm boy. We took care of you two boys, and I stress the word boys.
Now, was that with
in
a Z?
Algoma in a non-title match.
Yeah,
Hey, you
sure.
want us to take
okay.
the belts from these chumps tonight?
Chump?
They're chumps.
Jive turkey? Yo, mama!
You know, all we're missing here is JoJo Justice, a.k.a. Shaft.
Yay, I love JoJo.
Hey, I like JoJo too. He's Shaft. Shaft is so smooth, you know.
That's enough. That's
Well, you see, he's a complicated man.
Only his women understand.
What? All right, now, I thought I was confused before, okay? I wasn't confused before. Now I'm confused. What is going on? Somebody please tell me. What is, huh?
All of a sudden the MPW guys come out, as in Black Stallion and Shifty. And man, that's whatever Shifty wears, that breakaway pants, that is just so ultra disturbing. Oh my.
The first thing I gotta say is, the people are absolutely true. You are a crack whore. That's the first thing.
What?
And in other words, she's a whore
Say
that's
that. Say that.
above all others?
Next thing I want to say is,
She's never
no
done
offense,
crack.
We were the last two tag team in the tag team battle royal. That makes us the contenders for the belt, not you. No offense, I'm sorry. We were the last tag team.
Ooh, I see something brewing here.
You are not a true tag team.
Everyone wants the title.
And I don't see any malted barley or
Beating up the fans,
oats or
beating
other
up
things
women,
that you would
sitting
use
down
to
little
brew
kids.
beer.
You are egotistical,
Hops. Don't forget the hops.
self-centered, proper
It's all about the
jackass.
hops. It looks like Black Stallion is
What I'm
issuing
trying
a
to say
challenge
is,
to the champs.
tonight,
Could be.
it should be a tag team three-way dance. That's what I'm saying.
Ooh, that's
Shifty and
complicated.
the Stallion should be in the match tonight.
Well, not so complicated.
Yeah, but rather than
Three-way dance
having
tonight.
two tag
And you know
teams,
what? You know what? You know what?
You have
I'm not
three.
asking you.
Well,
I'm
it's
telling
going
you.
from like,
That's what it's gonna be.
like from 21 to say like,
First of all, pal, no one tells me what to do, especially when I got these guys with me.
that's right.
Because I taught you everything you know, but I didn't teach you everything I know. And you two are an entirely different story. You don't know anything. As far as the three-way dance goes, on behalf of myself and the rest of Camp Stefano, it'll be a pleasure to beat up on both your sorry asses.
and he could do it too.
Well, maybe, yeah. I could see that happening under certain circumstances.
Three-way dance.
Three-way dance.
That sounds like some sort of love triangle. What? And Mills and Norwood go right after Kujo and Lynch, but they duck out. I mean, what an incredible pickup by Angelo Stefano, getting last year's Wrestler of the Year, as I voted him, and that being Kevin Krueger.
Well, he is a handsome man.
What's Doreen sneaking around there? What, wasn't he sent to bed already?
Well, you know, he's always around. Au revoir! Oh!
You know, Alexis, I hate to see you go, but I love to watch you leave. Who the hell is that? I don't mean the ring announcer. No, it's Jason Jerry. Thank Bob, he's back. And the laughter begins already as we are about to start our 40-man battle royal. What the heck is Tommy Rock's doing over here? I thought it's a school night tonight. Oh my God. More noise if you sold more pasta. Gave it out. We're back to ACW Spring Fever. The 40-man battle royal has just started, and with me now is Tommy J. Sullivan Jr. How are you doing, Mr. Sullivan?
Cheers, mate.
Cheers. Oh, you're Australian.
No, I'm from over the pond. I'm English.
You know, interestingly
From
enough,
England.
you sound a lot like the professor.
Well, that's quite a coincidence that you should mention that, because he is my good-looking cousin.
I see. Very good. Well, meanwhile, the action is hot and heavy, and we're trying to get two shots of both rings at the same time going, and it is so difficult to call the action. There's so much going on right now. Everyone seems to be taking a beating.
Wow.
But Rough Rider Rashawn right now seems to be going to, oh, look, Sean Davari is pushing up. And, oh, Jason, no, it's Shifty. Shifty was almost pushed up by Sean Davari, but everybody have one.
Let me just take this opportunity to say, blimey, I'm knackered.
Yes, and
Chaotic Youth has been eliminated.
oh, look at,
There's so much action going on here tonight.
and meanwhile, looks like ODB is about to be eliminated by the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man in a hefty bag.
Let me say, oi, that ODB is twice the man I'll ever be.
Yeah, but she's a woman.
And it keeps me up at night. Believe you me, bro.
I don't even want to know how.
Chaotic Youth has been eliminated again.
And people being eliminated left and right, and Ken Anderson throwing him right back in. What? Does Ken Anderson want to face him for the title? I don't get it.
Hi.
But instead of concentrating on this, you better worry about his match with Dino Bambino later on tonight.
Blimey.
People are leaving the ring left and right. And it looks like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man in a hefty bag is about to eliminate someone else again. And the Sheriff,
We seem to have something coming in the corner. The other one,
oh, what a great throw by Big Daddy Loker, just eliminating his man. Just made it look so easy. What, Tommy Rocks lasted this long?
that was a beautiful green vest.
Vegas is eliminated, and Shauna Doyle
Who?
and the White Dragon have all been eliminated, as well as Vinny Tortolino.
Who is Vegas?
Certainly not Vinny Vegas. Not unless he has a ton of bro cream on his hair. He's about 7 feet tall.
A little dab will do ya.
Yeah, but in that case, he used the entire doggone tube. Meanwhile, Shifty and Davari, they're just trying to eliminate each other. Shifty working on Davari, and nothing going there. And now they both concentrate their efforts on Rough Rider Rashawn. Meanwhile, the other ring, Hillbilly Hills just eliminated. No, it almost took out Loker, but Loker gets back in. And right now, Jason Green is being worked over. Along with Sean Davari by, it looks like Electric Eric Freedom.
I'm going to walk down to Electric Avenue.
I bet you'll take it higher then.
Yes, I will. Now, for all the fans out there who are wondering why I'm from England, yet I have an Australian accent, my parents were from New Zealand. I'm technically a Kiwi.
You're a bird?
Oh, don't get me started.
You know, when you said you were over the pond, you didn't describe which pond you were over.
I'm from over a pond.
Oh, and Sean Davari,
He holds on!
he gets back in the ring.
Oi!
And this is a sight I'm happy to see. Eric Freedom just pounding on Matt Byron. Good.
Well, at the moment, doesn't look like he's, well, it looks like a pounding of another sort.
No, I think the Sheriff is doing that.
Yes, I do believe you are correct.
Oh, the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man in a hefty bag just got dumped like a bag of, well, like to say,
Like a bag of marshmallows in a hefty bag.
Indeed. And Big Daddy Loker, he's been sent back to Oshkosh. Maybe he'll actually learn something.
Oshkosh.
Well, you know,
I fancy all these wild names you Yanks have for your towns and burgs.
well, what sort of names do you have for your towns? And
Well, we've got North Upper Hampshire, von Struppendorf.
in England?
It was settled by German immigrants.
I don't believe you. Oh, and
What is this crazy psychopath?
well, that's Horace the Psychopath. He's nuts.
Horace the Psychopath.
Yes, from the Happy Valley Sanitarium, wherever that may be. Meanwhile,
Ryan.
Sam Hayne, he's worked, well, right now, more like Shifty's working on Sam Hayne. Eric Freedom's working on Jason Green. Mike Mercury is working on the Black Stallion. There's not many men left in that ring.
Red Lightning really holding out this long.
Well, that's kind of a miracle in and of itself. You think he eliminated himself? Oh, but there he goes!
That's it. I spoke too soon.
And it's back to United Casino and Bingo for Red Lightning. Meanwhile, oh my God, who's being pounded in that ring? Oh, it's Special Joe. There's a
Chaotic Youth.
Chaotic Youth.
Yeah, I recognize that pasty white skin anywhere. That's Chaotic Youth.
Oh, that's too bad.
How did he get back in the ring?
They keep throwing him back. Oh my word, they're just, everyone's pounding.
Time for chops.
Man, you can't say that. Only Matt Byron can say that.
I can say anything I want to.
You don't want to. You'll be associated with Matt Byron. That's horrible.
Ooh. The sinister Matt Byron.
Hey, he's the voice that launched 1,000 Year Bleeds. And looks like Club Elite is just sitting there going, not Club Elite, but it looks like Camp Stefano is sitting there celebrating early. Because that's all that's left. Hayne
Look
going
at that
over.
hippie shake.
He shakes it to the left, he shakes it to the right. He does the hippie shake with all of his might. But anyway, meanwhile, Mike Mercury is being manhandled here by the Black Stallion. And Camp Stefano, what are they doing? They're just sitting there. They're playing tiddlywinks right now. He's raising Kevin Krueger's hand.
Hey, Kujo Lynch, you guys are the tag champs. You don't need a heavyweight title shot. And I'm a manager. I sure as hell don't need it. Let's give it to Kevin Krueger. What do you say? I'll buy dinner if you give it to Kevin. Free dinner.
I hope that's a dinner of mutton chops.
Mutton chops. And they're all agreeing on this. I can't believe it. I can't believe that Adrian Lynch is playing second fiddle with Kevin Krueger.
More like second cello or second bass.
This is not the orchestra.
Well, I'm just saying, it's so much bigger than it.
This is not a night at the opera, sir.
You wouldn't want to compare them to a
Adrian
viola.
Lynch has just eliminated
Right.
himself.
And meanwhile, Club Elite is working over on Eric
Angelo
Freedom.
Stefano has eliminated himself. And Kujo has eliminated himself. Your winner of Ring 2, God's Gift to Women, Kevin Krueger.
I can't, he was just handed the shot over in ring number 2.
One down, one to go.
And for the second year in a row, Kevin Krueger wins a battle royal, a huge one. Now, speaking of weird battle royals, remember last year when Angelo Stefano actually won one?
Wow, that was quite a stunner.
How often does that happen? Oh, Sam Haynes out, and that leaves Electric Eric Freedom against Mike Mercury and Jason Green, 2 Club Elite members, and you got to believe that they're going to double team him to death.
You know, one thing they never tell you, when you're coming into two-ring battle royal, they ought to market it in this way. Oh!
Oh, Mike Mercury was just eliminated.
They ought to market them 40 men, 80 nipples. Because that's what it comes down to.
80 nipples?
What a strapping lad. Die!
And I hear a lot of that goes on in England, too.
Easy.
Oh, Eric Freedom thought he eliminated Jason Green, but nothing doing, and he realizes that. Meanwhile, Jason Green, oh, what a flying shoulder tackle. Great athletic move by Jason Green.
He's quite the jumpy one.
Quite. And the power of Jason Green. Eric Freedom is no small man. And here's Jason Green just lifting him up like a sack of potatoes.
A very large sack of potatoes.
Yes.
A multicolored sack of potatoes.
Yes, I would suppose so.
With some wavy gravy.
Is that like groovy gravy?
No, but it goes good with potatoes.
Oh!
What is going on outside? What?
They're molesting
Foul play! Bad form!
That is bad form. What did the Weasel ever do to them? Besides be annoying.
That is... Oh!
And definitely a blue light special by Electric Eric Freedom to Jason Green.
The hippie hits him in Cornwall.
We call it the Nads around here, sir.
The nether regions, down south is what my point is.
And Eric Freedom, no, Eric Freedom, he stays in. Jason Green thinks he won. And now Jason Green sees him and goes back to work. He realizes now that he hasn't won the match at all.
Going to be mashed potatoes before the evening is through.
And Eric Freedom, he crawls back in yet again. What tenacity by Eric Freedom. I didn't think hippies had this kind of tenacity.
That is perhaps the most tenacious sack of potatoes I have seen. And he wins!
And he wins! Oh!
Goal!
Oh, this isn't soccer. This isn't hockey.
What a heart-wrenching win for Electric Eric Freedom.
As opposed to a heart-wrenching loss, I suppose.
Well, it's a loss for the other man, the other bloke, the other gent.
You know, Jason Green.
Yes, that's right. The wanker.
I haven't seen him wank out in public.
That's just the phrase. He's a wanker.
All right. Oh, there's Kevin Krueger. Kevin Krueger, who basically has a battle royal handed to him after Camp Stefano just ran everyone outside.
And these two will square off later tonight. Their match for the #1 contender for the ACW.
The tension is palpable.
Yes, I suppose so.
I'm looking forward to that later tonight.
We'll be right back.
Match is scheduled for one fall of a 20-minute time limit. Your referee, Jason Green. Coming up first.
Now this guy can get names right.
Thanks, Bob.
Weighing at 171 pounds from the dojo of pain, straight edge, Eric Hammers.
I keep hearing you say, thank Bob.
Yes.
You're not referring to Bob Goulet, are you?
No. I am referring to Bob. Ever heard of the Church of the Subgenius? Eternal salvation or twice your money back.
Okay, because Bob is a no-talent group.
Right.
Bob Goulet is a no-talent group.
Well, we know that.
I just want to get that straight.
You know, I mean, I have a question. Why does Miss Cleo hang around Eric Hammers?
Well, ever since the nice little her fiasco going bankrupt with her phone line.
No, not that, Miss Cleo.
The cards don't lie, man.
What's Pee-wee doing out here? It's school night, man. Wasn't he just busted, you know, in California for certain crimes?
You know what? You know what his two favorite baseball teams are?
The Dodgers, right?
No, the Yanks and the Expos.
Eric Hammers, superstar Mike Mercury, you've seen what I was able to do to the career of God's gift to women, Kevin Krueger. I was able to deliver him the television championship, the heavyweight championship, and oodles upon oodles of good-looking women.
I tell you, I'm just getting so sick of this what thing. I know it's just it's going on right now at this time as we're taping this show, but I'm so sick of it.
So am I. That'd be a great counter. Someone just said, I can say what?
Part of the elite group here in ACW.
How can you say that?
I want to be part of the most prestigious group in ACW.
He's not joining us.
I want to be part of Club Elite.
Did you say Crud Elite?
I think he said
Roxy, guess what?
club with
If you
Steel meat.
want to be in Club Elite, you got to prove your worth. Prove my worth.
Yeah, down on your knees.
I'm worth more than any of these people in Green Bay could ever imagine.
I'm not disagreeing with that. But you have to make Club Elite happy. And it all starts with the lady of ACW, Cleo. Oh, if you can make Cleo happy, you can make the superstar happy, then you can make straight edge Eric Hammers happy.
I've hung around with Kevin Krueger. Trust me, I know how to make a woman happy.
Ashley! Hey, half-heads! Take your medication. You'll be okay. I'm about to talk. As I was saying last time, I let Cleo go to the old Chip and Dale Club. I forgot to give her an extra 20 for a lap dance. So, how about you give her that lap dance? You little flunky? And then maybe we'll think about letting you in Club Elite.
Okay, you want me to grind my hips, shake my pelvis, and rub my butt on Cleo? That's all I have to do.
Oh, don't, please.
I see potential for zany antics.
So I'm not worried, but at least it's a little tease and warmer up for later.
Don't trust them, Pee-wee.
Blindfolded. Yeah!
I like kinky stuff like that. I can do that.
You know, Mike Mercury speaks with forked tongue. We all know that. I think he's doing it right now. I don't
That's
think
because he's too lazy to take the fork out of his mouth.
Hey, wait a minute. That's
Hey, sound guy,
Brian of ACW Security.
we
What?
need some music to get Mr. Rocks in the mood, okay? So give us something funky.
Pee-wee, it's soft and it's touchable, but it's not what you think.
Oh, I told you there'd be some zany antics.
Oh, this is definitely zany. My eyes! My eyes!
I got a feeling Pee-wee's gonna wake up with a bad taste in his
You know, the thing is, he's gyrating his hips, and this just looks like Laurel and Hardy
And let me just say,
making an erotic film together, you know.
oh dear Lord, it's funny because it's true. You know, it's just too bad that you know, it's wow. He is a white boy. No rhythm.
Yeah, that's for sure. I think he's whiter. And there he goes. Oh my!
Look at that flash of pasty whiteness out of the ring.
And Brian's appreciating this. Anything to make Pee-wee look silly, I think.
Oh!
You know, being a former member of ACW security, I know how annoying Pee-wee can be to us.
Weighing in at 250 pounds from the
Oh, zing. He's been burned tonight.
Wait a minute now. Eric Hammers is going up against Horace the Psychopath.
There's a mismatch brewing.
You know, I usually call Eric Hammers crazy, but Horace the Psychopath is it's not certifiable. He's certified. He is a loon.
Certified 100% bat dung crazy.
Grade A loon. And he's just, he thinks it's a handicap match. He's going after everyone. Either that or he's just trying to hit the right delusion.
In all fairness, if you're in the ring when Horace comes there, you know, he can't discern between who he's actually supposed to be fighting.
Because he's nuts. He has delusions.
Well, I wouldn't quite call them delusions. I mean,
you're right. Matt Byron thinking he can speak well is a delusion.
That's correct, yes. He just lives in an alternate reality.
All right.
The rest of us don't really, know about it.
And Irish whip by Horace the Psychopath, and showing a little power, but reverse DDT by Eric Hammers, going for the cover. Not even a one. Jason Doreen a little bit out of position, couldn't even get the one count in. And Eric Hammers going to work on the midsection of Horace the Psychopath.
And what a midsection it is.
Oh, and Horace no one home there. And, ladies and gentlemen, that is one of the nastiest reverse savate kicks you'll ever see in your life. That has done.
You have to give Eric Hammers his credit. He is a good technical wrestler. He's got the skills.
And he also likes to fly like we're about to see him do now. Here he goes.
I believe I can fly.
That was,
what?
That looked kind of like a frog splash, maybe a dying frog, but
I don't see too many frogs flying.
But this is really where Eric Hammers excels, using kendo sticks, taking advantage of the rules. And what? Jason Doreen just grabbed the stick away from him. And that definitely turned out bad for Eric Hammers. He was just waylaid by Horace the Psychopath. And
he's not going to get too far with that.
And Horace has a pile driver coming.
No, he's going to... Oh!
A reverse pancake. And Eric Hammers is flopping like a fish on the floor. Try saying that's 3 times fast.
You know, I've had quite a bit of Asti in me today, so I'm not going to try.
And he's going for the cover. Only a 2 count on this fine spring night here at ACW Spring Fever.
But you know what? Say what you will about Horace, he can count to 3.
And God for Clarendon, I'd be a wreck tonight.
Yes, and in wrestling, counting to 3 is all that matters.
That's true. Horace the Psychopath just beating on Eric Hammers. Only gets a 2 count in that cover.
He may be a kook, but he is all business in the wrestling ring.
Well, mostly business anyway. And
a little bit.
He just broke Eric Hammers' schnozola. I know how that feels. That hurts. And Horace picks him up. DDT right on the schnozola again. By the time Horace is done with that nose is going to be the size of Triple H's. Just a 2 count on that near fall. And Miss Cleo, she thought better of it. Went back down. Oh, belly-to-belly suplex by Horace the Psychopath.
I love a good suplex.
You know, I like a good souffle.
What, are you gay?
No, I just like a good... I like quiche too. Does that make me gay?
Yes.
I say quiche, not men.
If you're going out for dinner, you're going to have, and you're a man, you're going to enjoy a nice steak. Quiche, I don't know.
Here's Horace. Looks like he's... now this, you accuse me of being gay. What do you call Horace?
I think he's mistaking.
What's up with that? You tell us, Tommy.
He thought he was George the Animal Steele for a second, and he mistook the Hammer's head for the top turnbuckle thingy.
Quite. Why are these people chanting Horace? Don't they know that it just makes the delusions worse?
Oh, they just like the Aeneid. Oh, I'm sorry, that was Virgil.
The Aeneid. Wait a minute, Virgil didn't write the Aeneid. He wrote...
Yes, he did. Horace wrote poetry. Quintus Horatius.
Oh, it was the
Flaccus.
Aeneid. I'm thinking of the Iliad. Excuse
Yes,
me.
the
I got my
Iliad was
Greek
Homer.
confused with the Roman literature.
And Homer's Odyssey is not the time when the Simpsons bought a minivan.
You know, Tommy Rock should really put some clothes on. And what's he doing throwing punches?
He's got a hard head.
I hate when you run into those hard heads.
Byron running into a nice head. 2 count. Eric Hammers just thrown off like a cheap sack of potatoes by Eric Hammers. By the way, your cousin Tommy J. Sullivan Jr. was here. A very interesting fellow he is. Likes to talk about the opera all the time.
The opera?
Yeah. Talking about violas and stuff. Right there in a wrestling match is the damnedest thing.
You can't sneak a bad musical analogy past him.
Interesting. And Eric Hammers, he's fighting back. Meanwhile, it looks like, you know, it almost looks like Horace is starting to listen to the delusions and he tells him to kill Eric Hammers. This is horrible. If you're Eric Hammers, that is.
Just to correct a mistake I made before, Horace was, of course, was in Roman times known as Quintus Horatius Flaccus, who wrote many odes and epodes and other forms of elegiac poetry and lyric poetry.
I see. You sure you're not referring to the Egyptian god Horus?
No.
Okay. I'm just wondering. Oh, looks like Hammers is going for a Hurricane Rana from top rope. Got it.
Aye.
That's gonna that's gonna take the starch out of you. That's gonna hurt. What else can I say about that?
It'll take the starch out of your string beans.
Just a 2 count. What does it take to put Horace the Psychopath away?
Well, I don't see him being put away at the moment. I see him being in a zone.
And he's listening to the delusions again.
Impervious to physical abuse.
Of course he is. He's a psychopath. Oh, he just nearly took off Hammer's head. Throws him in the ropes again. Another clothesline. The clotheslines by Horace the Psychopath just doing a whole heck of a lot of damage to Eric Hammers.
Are you sure there wasn't a lariat?
I'm pretty sure he's not Texan.
Okay.
If he's a Texan, it's a lariat.
Okay.
If he lives anywhere else, it's a clothesline.
Texas good old boy, it's a lariat.
That's right.
And if it's from anywhere else, clothesline.
That's right. Meanwhile, Eric Hammers is lying on the floor, and Horace the Psychopath is running around like Froofy the dog. Oh, goes for a splash. It looks like Horace hurt himself.
I don't think Horace can feel pain at this moment.
Oh, no. Oh, it's Beauty and the Beast. Now, I wouldn't mind if I was the Beast, but oh my God, he just gave this Steele a switcheroo. This is horrible, ladies and gentlemen.
Remember, he may be crazy, but he still has hormones.
Eric Hammers just nailed him twice to the kendo stick, and Hammers of War DDT, that's it. But Jason Doreen distracted, and a handful of tights, and Eric Hammers gets the cheap victory.
Very cheap. Sickening, if you will.
I don't think even, Walmart can, undersell Eric Hammers.
Well, that's got to be pretty cheap. And with that,
oh my God, now Mike Mercury is taking him away to God knows where. I wish Steele would slap Tommy Rocks here. And she's still, going ick about that kiss she got from Horace the Psychopath.
Weighing in at 226 pounds, from Tampa, Florida,
We're back in the watering hole. Wizard of Todd, along with me again, is Professor Roderick J. MacFahrquar, and what's going to be a number 1 contenders match.
I tell you that Diana Ross, she had a voice on her. Too bad she had to get the big head and go off on her own.
What does that have to do with the number 1 contenders match?
That's who's singing right now. Diana Ross is singing.
That's well and good, but it's nothing.
Pimp Daddy did the music, but that's Diana Ross's voice that's singing right now.
And this has something to do with the price of eggs and Matchbox because
I like Diana Ross.
he's from the 60s. The man's perpetually on, I don't know, something.
Capricet.
What's that?
You gotta talk to your doctor about that. Ask your daughter, your doctor.
Ask my daughter. I don't have one, I think.
Well, if you did, she'd be on Capricet.
Apparently so.
Well, so now they got that moody guy that like singing.
Well, I can tell he has mushrooms on his pizza because he's coming in to Jimmy Morrison music.
That's Jim Morrison. He had a look to him, but I tell you.
You tell me what?
He squandered it on the whole hippie thing. He had talent, not like Bob Goulet. He had talent.
And, well, Eric Friedel, you know, I know something. Oh, there's his Fruit Loops. I was wondering where those ran off to.
Are those Fruit Loops, though?
Yes. They are Fruitalicious. How does it come up with Fruit Loops?
Oh, my. The Technicolor colors are getting colorful in my color thing.
I guess I should have ordered mushrooms on my pizza.
Wow, thank God the colors are staying the same, though.
Yeah. I can see the sounds, dude.
Oh!
Oh my God, he's making us all trip.
Oh, dear Lord. This is like an episode of the Ed Sullivan show when the birds came on.
This is like some sort of 70s music advertisement.
This is going to be a good match.
It should be. Two of the best in the Midwest, Kevin Krueger and Eric Friedel, are about to lock horns. And
metaphorically speaking, just so our people in our audience know, neither of them have horns.
I have a question.
Yes.
Who's the old man being the referee?
Why, I don't know. Who is that? That looks like Jim Sharkey.
Jim Sharkey?
Ed Sharkey.
Ed?
The AWA, like, famous guy.
Oh, is he, like, alive yet? I guess so.
I would imagine.
Although he kind of looks like Keith Richards, in which case he would obviously be dead.
You know, Keith Richards had traces of blood in his heroin, the last I heard.
Yeah, I hate when that happens.
Ed Sharkey, wow, he's a classic.
Oh, suicide dive by Eric Friedel. Gets Kevin Krueger on the floor, and Eric Friedel, and there's Stefano doing his thing, being a punk as usual. You know, sometimes he does color commentary with me. And that's almost as bad as when Matt Byron does color with me. This is horrible.
Boy, I tell you that Ed Sharkey, now he's got some credentials. He's a former light heavyweight champion of AWA.
All right.
And he is known as the trainer of champions.
The trainer of he's Captain Lou Albano.
Why, if you say so.
He's lost a lot of weight. I mean, where's the rubber bands?
And he's also alive.
I didn't even know that Captain Lou was sick.
Well, he's not sick anymore. His condition has stabilized.
Meanwhile, back in the ring, Kevin Krueger is going right to work on Eric Friedel. Picks him up. Right in the ropes they go. Oh, spine buster. Nicely executed by Kevin Krueger. Going for the cover.
Back in my day.
Only a 2 count. Back in your day.
We used to jump off cliffs and land on rocks until our spines shot out through our skulls. And that's the way it was, and we liked it.
What does this have to do with?
We had that spine buster. That made me think about that.
That's good. How much have you had to drink tonight, by the way?
I have had a few things to drink.
I can tell.
I'm doing fine.
Kevin Krueger continues his assault on Eric Freedom. Is he going for the lady killer? Oh, looks like Eric Freedom's blocking it. Krueger going for the lady killer. Small package by Eric Freedom. The cover. And where's the ref?
And let me tell you, along with the Percodan, wow.
Percodan?
You know, Percodan.
Okay.
And the Capricet. And the Marzipan.
Boy, it's a whole bunch of happy pills for you, isn't it, Professor?
And the Remerol. And the Couscous.
Yes.
See, when you are a doctor, it's kind of, life can get kind of fun.
Do you prescribe them to yourself?
I wouldn't.
Anyway, back in the match, Eric Freedom looks like it is a reverse chin lock, and Eric Freedom is about to go off as Ed Sharkey is. Oh, he raises his other hand. No,
he's alive!
I wish I could say that about Ed Sharkey.
That's a nice toupee. That's quality work. That's top-notch, top shelf.
You know, I could use that as a welcome mat for, you know, outside my apartment.
Someday, I hope it never comes, but someday I might need to talk to his furrier.
I see. And there, oh, Kevin Krueger making love to himself. Oh, misses with the elbow. Both men are down. Ed Sharkey starts to count. I didn't know that they have counting way back, you know, way in the Neolithic age. But apparently they did.
Neolithic, coming from neo, Latin meaning new, and lithos, Greek meaning stone.
Which is how Eric Freedom is most of the time.
He's into that new rock type stuff.
Quite. And that was not a lariat. That was a clothesline, because I don't think
He's not from Texas.
Not from Texas.
He's from somewhere in the 60s.
Oh, back body drop by Eric Freedom. Nicely done. Throws Kevin Krueger in the ropes again. Oh, back elbow. Kevin Krueger is being waylaid and laid to waist and all that kind of stuff. And Eric Freedom is about to go sky high.
The man was there already. This is just...
No, I meant literally, not figuratively.
Well,
you know what I mean. Oh, cross body by Eric Freedom. Doesn't go for the cover, though. What? He's doing the worm.
Now he's a break dancer.
What the heck is... How very... And meanwhile, Ed Sharkey, he's having a conversation with Angelo Stefano, probably about how he can start his heart pumping again.
Well, those pork rinds take a toll after a while.
Meanwhile, Kevin Krueger gets a nice reversal. Looks like he's going for the lady killer. Oh, Eric Freedom. He has scouted out Kevin Krueger very well. Rolls him up. And, oh my word, Kevin Krueger gave Eric Freedom a wedgie and he gets the pin.
What?
A wedgie gets the pin. It was a wedgie. I've never seen that used in a wrestling move before.
That is pathetic.
And because Ed Sharkey has the attention span of Jamie the Weasel Kennedy, you know, I have a theory. That Jamie Kennedy is really Ed Sharkey's love child.
How did you come up with that? You didn't even know who Ed Sharkey was before this match.
They both act as spastically the same as each other. They must... Now he's trying to explain things. Look, old man, when you stop reading your cuneiform, maybe you can go ahead and try to explain something. But most of us, we didn't write the English language around here, Pops.
You know, this guy looks like Jerry Stiller. Or at least the hair.
You know, I had the mustache. That'd definitely be Jerry Stiller. Walks around like Jerry Stiller, like he has a board shoved up certain body parts. But
Serenity now!
You know,
what is going on here?
I think Ed Sharkey just realized he's actually dead and is trying to find a spot to fall down.
Well, it looks just like the Technicolor hippie is a little pissed off.
Sharkey, the Fort Howard Cemetery is that way. Go find the nearest grave. Lay down. Leave us alone.
Take
Bye.
the right.
Wizard of Todd back here along with Professor Roderick J. MacFahrquar in a three-way tag match for the Tag Team Championship. And coming out right now is Culture Shock, and they're looking to give some people a reality check.
I just don't know what's up with this music. It's a little wild and crazy for my liking.
It's kind of funky. I hate funky music.
It doesn't have that you know, that ambiance that Frank Sinatra had.
You're right. You're very right about that.
But I guess people aren't coming to wrestling for the ambiance.
Just the butt kicking.
And the crowd erupts in a fury of bloodlust and bad manners.
And here comes Shifty and Black Stallion. During that last tag team Battle Royal, they were the second to last team to remain standing.
Funny, I don't remember that.
Well, they were like one of the first teams in too. It was done Royal Rumble style, and they were able to stay in to just about the very end. A fantastic show of endurance by Shifty and the Black Stallion.
My, what a succinct recap.
Accompanied by Angelo Stefano and Alexis, weighing in at 545 pounds, they are your ACW Tag Team Champions, Kujo and Adrian.
I'm telling all y'all, it's sabotage.
What?
Yay!
What sabotage?
Whoa!
Oh, hello, legs.
I'm not a leg man, but I likes what I sees.
By the way, she's not going to talk again, is she?
Like I said, I like her any way she comes. Hey-oh!
Anyway, dirty jokes aside, Adrian Lynch and Kujo, arguably the most psychotic. I refer to them as the twin terrors, and yes, they are. Look at them. They're evil. They're arguably, they're even eviler than I am.
They are evil. But you gotta like them.
Well, yeah, of course, because they're evil, like me. I mean, they're so evil, they even pick on me a lot.
No!
Yes!
No!
Oh, yes, yes. I can't do anything about it because after
See, I told you she wasn't a crack whore. She's never done crack.
Well, you know, another thing about crack whore is that, you know, if you think of it, it's like being like a crack rifleman, you know, that would be like being the best at what she does.
She's a crack whore. Oh, okay.
Exactly.
She's a crack shot when it comes to whoring.
You know, what you don't learn from the Devil's Dictionary, ladies and gentlemen. And, my God, I wanted to see breasts tonight, but I didn't want to see Angelo Stefano's. What happened to Kujo?
Kujo's being Kujo.
I'll hold the belt. I'll hold my belts.
Wait a minute, Stefano's referring to as his belts.
Well, it's his boys, so...
Well, you need some sort of a belt. You know, the plumber thing is getting just out of hand.
A belt is something I think Mr. Stefano has not been using much lately.
I agree with you entirely.
In addition to buttons.
Yes. Buttons would be a very nice thing for him to use. And meanwhile, Hillbilly Hills is drawing the line in the sand, so to speak, with the titles. He doesn't even have the title.
I didn't see the ring get swept before this match, so there's probably a lot of sand up there.
Probably. You know, he used to sweep the ring out. That was pretty cool, I thought.
Back when people would go sweep, sweep, sweep.
People cheer that?
Yes.
You sure you haven't been like eating like Eric Freedom pizza or something, you know?
I never touch that stuff, along with Mountain Dew.
You don't. Hey, Mountain Dew, let me make a plug for Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew, the computer geek's friend, keeps you going strong all night long.
Ka-ching.
And before things start off, I'd like to remind everyone that this is a Circle 2 production. Why? Because you cannot copyright a 2, damn it.
Bravo.
How can you copyright a 2, Professor?
You cannot copyright a 2.
I mean, what are you going to do? Go back to India and say, I invented that 2. You can't take that.
United States Code Chapter 17 specifically states numbers and letters cannot be copyrighted. Fonts cannot be copyrighted. Check the law. It's right there. You cheap-ass lawyer bastards.
Indeed. And meanwhile, Adrian Lynch and Kujo are locking up. A test of strength going on here.
You money-grubbing scum.
Yes, they are. Test of strength, Hillbilly Hills, he's exerting himself. Hillbilly Hills, bucking hay for a couple months out of the year will make you as strong as Hillbilly Hills, and that's how he did it, I'm sure. But Kujo seeming to get all of that all right. Kujo, a very strong individual in and of himself.
Now, you see, this is one thing I don't like about three-way dances. It always seems it takes a long time for us to actually get down to the business of why we're here, and that is wrestling.
Well, there's psych out going on. They're feeling each other out. It's all a lot of psychology.
Okay. Out. Feeling each other out, right?
Out, yes.
Okay.
Not in.
Okay. Up
or not, and not eating either. And another test of strength going on, and Kujo looking to get either a rake on the eyes or maybe just overpowered Hillbilly Hills. I can't believe that. I mean, Hillbilly Hills is a strong, strong man.
Well, baling hay and planting the sheep and doing all
planting the sheep,
and plowing the cows.
This isn't like how Osama bin Laden plants sheep now, is it?
Well, he built some muscles doing that for all his life.
Okay. Oh, headlock being applied by Kujo onto Hillbilly Hills.
Feeding the corn.
Sliding the salami. Anyway, back to the match.
Slopping the chickens. That takes muscles.
Yes. And, it looks like Kujo's trying to take a bite of Hillbilly Hills. Oh, he is. He's a mad dog of war, I think.
Mike Tyson would be proud.
I would agree. Hillbilly Hills trying to throw him off him, does so. Goes for the clothesline. Kujo ducks it. What? Kujo's like talking to the mayor of Green Bay or something. A big boot by Hillbilly Hills knocks Kujo down. And in comes the evil genius himself, Adrian Lynch.
You always got to watch out for those big boots.
And these two have a history. It was Hillbilly Hills a little bit more than a year ago who took the title away from Adrian Lynch. And wait a minute, he just tagged in.
Well, so much for that history.
He just tagged in Black Stallion. These two were together for Las Cabezas Buenas, which of course
I believe you're trying to say Las Cabezas Buenas.
That too.
Buenos.
Which of course is Espanol for Las Cabezas Buenas.
Bueno. All I know is it's just a regional poorly mispronounced dialect of Latin, so it's all crap.
Of course, in English that means the nice heads, and yes, they do have them, I think.
It would be capiti boni in Latin.
That's very interesting. And meanwhile, and Black Stallion has an armbar on Adrian Lynch. And armbar! And he continues his armbar!
Okay, now that's just derivative.
It is.
When you do it, it's derivative. When I do it, it's...
Oh, I see. So if you do it, it's cool. If I do it, it's hack. Oh, what a drop kick by Shifty.
That Shifty is quite,
I think he's shifty.
Yes.
Yeah. Adrian Lynch being bounced around like, he's being bounced around like a ping pong ball. Deep arm drag by Shifty, and he goes right back to work on that arm, and then ping pong ball. Yes, I said
a ping pong ball.
Yes, he's being pinged and ponged around before.
Adrian Lynch just bounced around like a ping pong ball. Adrian Lynch just bounced around like a ping pong ball.
And right to the eyes by Shifty. Adrian Lynch knows all the shortcuts.
Ping pong ball. Ping pong.
All right, we get off the ping pong ball.
Ping pong ping. Ping, 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 pong.
Okay, guys, cut the professor off for the night. He's had too much.
I have only just begun to drink. Hey!
Wait a minute, what's this? Hell.
Hey!
Oh! She slapped him in the face. Why doesn't she do that to me?
Oh!
That I wouldn't want, though. That just hurts.
That'll cost you $250 on 47th Avenue.
I suppose it would. And Lynch going for a quick pin while poor Shifty's, twins are hurting.
Oi, Gavolt.
And in comes
Those
Kujo, a little
shiftlets
double
are
team
just-
action going on. Double noggin knocker by Shifty.
There you go again with the double noggin knocker.
Yes, what's wrong with
That
that?
will go for $350 on 47th Avenue. I'm sorry, as my producer Lester J. Holmes is saying, tree fitty.
Hold still, I'm not paying you no 350.
I don't know what that means, but my producer's telling me to say that.
Oh, and Hillbilly Hills, he's back in. How did he get back in? And now him and Rob Norwood are double teaming Kujo. And Hillbilly Hills going right back to work at Kujo. Going for the pump handle slam. Gets him up. Oh, Kujo escapes. Going for belly to back. Gets it.
I love a good suplex.
As opposed to a souffle.
I do not touch that stuff.
Okay, that's good.
Just saying.
All right, that's good. And Kujo is stomping mercilessly on Adrian Lynch and decides to take a cheap shot on Black Stallion, which frees up Kujo and Adrian Lynch for a little chicanery and tomfoolery like that. Now Jason Doreen being distracted. He's beginning to be as bad as a weasel. Look at him. He can hear some.
Yes, but not quite so weaselly.
Well, no, it's quite as weaselly as a weasel. And Rob Norwood goes in to save for his friend, Hillbilly Hills. A big right by Adrian Lynch. Lynch goes off the ropes, gets some momentum, goes for a big elbow drop.
That elbow. Oh.
Shades of Greg Valentine, that elbow drop there. Only a 2 count.
Greg the Hammer Valentine, I believe you're referring to?
Oh, indeed. There's only one hammer.
Well, except
Hank Aaron, yeah.
Van Hammer.
Oh, Van, you remember that goof? That 80s reject? Man, the greatest sight I've ever seen in my life was when Mick Foley went old medieval on his arse. That was great.
Then, of course, there was Hammer. And he was too legit to quit, except that he did quit.
He didn't quit. He was, thrown out. Oh, and that's a big body slam on the dirt. There is no give on that, folks. And, great. Now we got to see the plumber's rear end.
Can be unforgiving.
And we got to see the plumber's rear end of Angelo Stefano.
Say no to crack. That's the...
I do love doing play-by-play for this company, but I tell you what, after each show, a pint of NyQuil can't get me to sleep. This is scary.
That's why you got to have Remeron and
something a little bit stronger than NyQuil.
yes.
Okay. Right now, Kujo's going to work on Adrian Lynch, throws him up against the ropes. Big clothesline as opposed to a lariat by Kujo.
Yeah, Kujo's not from Texas.
No, he's not.
Grabs the leg. What?
Hulk Hogan would have been proud of that leg drop.
Well,
Going for cheap shots on Rob Norwood. What?
I'll tell you that the leg drop was perhaps perfected by Hulk Hogan.
Better known around these parts as leg drop Larry.
I tells you, wow. You want to see a good leg drop? You go see Hulk Hogan. He's the master. The master.
That's right. Hulk Hogan in his greatest role of leg drop Larry and a reverse chin lock being put on Hillbilly Hills.
The greatest applier of the leg drop to ever exist.
I mean, that only makes sense because The Rock is obviously...
Professor Roderick J. MacFahrquar's videotape time killers here. As we're waiting for some action to take place.
What's action?
Here we go.
And Hillbilly Hills is fighting back. And, goes right back to the sleeper on Hillbilly Hills. And Hills looks like he's going to say night-night.
Not with that arm sticking up like that, he won't. Oh, now it's falling. Oh,
what a desperation move by Hillbilly Hills, but very effective.
desperate but effective.
Yes, I think I said that.
Really? I'll be damned.
How about that? And Jason Doreen
Just
puts a
super.
count on. One thing I will say about Jason Doreen, unlike Jamie the Weasel Kennedy, he can count past 3.
But in wrestling, unless you've got King Kong Bundy in the ring, you don't need to count past
Well,
3.
they're down on the floor. He gets a 10 count then, you see.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So that case it would be, and you have a 5 count to break a hold. So you do need to count more than 3.
But that 3 is the only one that really counts.
Oh, true. And the penalty check on Kujo.
Oh, my neck hurts.
Oh, and Black Stallion goes in for the save. And, oh, Black Stallion has Hillbilly Hills, goes for the sidewalk slam. Now, Pimp Daddy Rob Norwood goes after Black Stallion. And, I don't know if he hit him or if he just escaped.
The 40-man battle royal is over, so he's not out of the match.
No, certainly not. Meanwhile, Shifty is getting involved. Although, it looks like Machumba Bomb. It's a Machumba Bomb by Kujo.
That should be it.
And that's it.
And that's it.
That's it.
Did I hear a bell? There's a bell.
There's the bell. Let's get the official award.
Oh, look at lovely Alexis. Oh, my. Did we just have a wrestling match? Or was that? Oh, well, look there. There's Alexis. My, she's lovely.
She's lovely, but thank God she's not talking.
She's lovely and she's slutty. Two of my favorite combinations.
Hey guys, I just want to say, first off, I'm enjoying being commissioner. And second, that was a nice match. You guys, all 6 of you put on a nice match. Shifty and Black Stallion, good job, but better luck next time. Sorry, that's just the way the cookie crumbles.
Oh my good. And Hillbilly Hills goes back to work. And Professor, what was that ruling you just made?
Well, I'm not done. I'm going to be back in a little bit here, so you have to excuse me. I got some business to take care of.
I got to take care of this by myself?
Hey, you can handle it. You're a big boy.
Oh, no. And wait a minute. This looks like Hillbilly Hills likes to give it from behind, if you know what I mean. And, well, yeah, Adrian Lynch is a little bit ticked off because that's his girlfriend. And all of a sudden, looks like they're trying to leave Dodges. Hillbilly Hills is, and the professor he's enjoying a drink.
You don't even know what the hell you're doing, pal. And the white trash is building up like a shut up and turn the show from the back. We just took out 2 teams. Do you really think we're gonna have a problem taking out those 2 nitwits next month? You want a rematch? You got it.
Well, Adrian Lynch wanting a piece of Hillbilly Hills, obviously.
Since you two, Norwood and Hills, were not pinned during that match, I don't recall you being pinned. Were you pinned?
No, we were not pinned.
Okay, so that makes you the #1 contenders for the tag team title.
How does he figure?
So
Who lost?
next month, Friday, May 17th, right here at the Watering Hole, you two are going to be taking on Kujo and Lynch for the ACW Tag Team Championship.
Oh, it's great of a match that's going to be. I still don't understand the professor's logic on it.
We accept it.
Thank you very much. There you go, ladies and gentlemen, your #1 contenders.
You better watch who you talking about, running your mouth. Like you know me, you gon' fuck around and chew out a show, nigga, call it show.
All right, fans, this next match is your main event. This is a 2-on-3 tables match for the ACW Heavyweight title. Coming out first, weighing in at 205 pounds, from Loves Park, New Jersey, the hardcore luchador, Tito Bambino.
Wizard of Todd is back. Along with me now is Tommy J. Sullivan Jr. as Professor Roderick J. MacFahrquar had to
Cheers,
take
mate.
on. This match for the ACW Heavyweight Championship is bound to be a complete and total slobber knocker as Dino Bambino tries to wrest the title away from Kamikaze Ken Anderson.
You said slobber knocker, mate.
Yes, I did.
Slobber knocker, slobber knocker, slobber knocker.
Are you having I think that Mr. Sullivan is gone the way of I don't know what, but he's gone.
As my cousin would say, on 3 sheets to the wind, baby.
Ah, there is. I thought I smelled the family
Or
resemblance.
as I would say, blimey, I'm knackered.
Meanwhile, Dino Bambino with a table, and this is a table match tonight. going around, greeting the fans as he always does, and wanting to put Ken Anderson through a table. He wrests the title from Kamikaze Ken Anderson. And now the Weasel's trying to whisper sweet nothings into his ear. Oh, that's a pretty sight.
That Weasel can be quite weaselly.
Well, thank you for the analytical a priori sentences, Mr. Sullivan.
A priori. You twit. You highfalutin twit.
You know, despite the fact that Matt Byron likes to call him the franchise of ACW, I will still call him that. The heart and soul of ACW is Kamikaze Ken Anderson, one of the greatest champions this organization has ever had. And he's up against a very tough opponent in Dino Bambino. This was all set up by the last time and how they had a match. They couldn't end it. They had to go to hardcore. They had to go every type of match. They always tied. So the only way to settle this now is for the tables match.
There's no way the people are going to go home disappointed this evening.
Well, I certainly hope not. And Kamikaze Ken Anderson, he is always so intense, always willing to put everything on the line for the fans and for himself.
I dare say he is intensity incarnate. He is the very embodiment of intense.
I would agree with that.
He's intense.
Indeed. And the Weasel, that's the closest he's ever going to get to any gold ever, but as we're about to lock horns here,
Title's coming home with me. It's coming home with me.
Bambino very confident, and the Weasel calls for the bell, and we're underway. Just kind of feeling each other out. These men have met before.
Everybody knows Dino's for tables.
You know, Dino claims that he's the master of tables, but the last time I seen him in a tables match was against Sam Hayne, and Sam Hayne was able to pull off the upset win.
Well, that was quite a match, you got to admit.
I mean, Sam Hayne went ahead and played possum, and Dino Bambino fell for it, hook, line, and sinker, and oh, now there's some jaw-jacking going on.
You did say jaw-jacking.
Yes, definitely. Why, what did you think I say?
I'm not going to say on videotape.
And they're trading blows right now. Kamikaze Ken Anderson getting the advantage right now. Dino Bambino coming back. And Bambino just kicks him right out of the ring. And Ken Anderson, the hurting unit that he is, being assaulted by Dino Bambino.
The Weasel has the right idea here. Wrestling should take place inside the wrestling ring.
Well, that would presuppose that
because that's where the business should take place.
Yeah, that presupposes that the Weasel has the capacity of thought to begin with. I got news for you, pal. That just isn't the case.
Oh my, what's going on here?
Well, it looks like Dino Bambino, because remember, this is a tables match. Falls don't count it anywhere. Pinfalls don't count. Just putting your man through a table, that's the only thing that counts. And Bambino is now, Ken tries to put Bambino's head through the table. I think it's going to take more of a high impact move than that. Ken shoves Bambino back in, and we're back in the ring. Vicious stomps by Kamikaze Ken Anderson. Another hard right. Throws him into the ropes. Misses with the clothesline, and Bambino goes, oh! And that's,
oh!
That should be it. Bambino went through the table.
That's got to be disappointing.
Wait a minute, I believe it's 2 out of 3 falls.
Kamikaze Ken Anderson.
Yes, I think it's 2 out of 3 falls. So
yes, that is correct.
Right now, Ken Anderson just needs another fall to retain his title.
So one more table and Kamikaze Ken retains.
Indeed. And Ken goes right back to work on Dino Bambino. That was very quick by Ken Anderson.
It may be a very short match.
And Ken Anderson, he goes right back for a table. He wants to end this thing, but quick. He wants to join me for beer afterwards. All right, maybe not.
I didn't think so.
Ken setting up a table, and meanwhile, they're getting in their own position.
The tension is mounting.
The tension is mounting. And Bambino, who's still on the ground, receives a couple of tough shots by Ken Anderson.
But I must say, regardless of what happens in this match, you still know that Kamikaze Ken Anderson and Dino Bambino are still going to respect each other at the end of this show.
Oh, yes. I mean, they have a lot of respect for each other.
They are here for the love of wrestling.
Indeed, they are, and also for the love of the title. One thing they're both after, of course, is the title.
That's true, but if either of these two are the choice of putting on a good show, putting on a good wrestling match, or the title.
Oh, looks like Bambino's going for the Bambino bomb. Oh, but Kamikaze Ken Anderson counters. Looks like a power slam coming up. Ken's just holding him up a long time. Now it almost looks like he's in a pile driver position.
Another reversal.
Bambino once again looking like he's going for the Bambino bomb. Ken reverses.
Who? Is this the end?
And looks like Ken might be going through the table.
Could this be?
And Ken reverses it yet again. Oh, power slam by Ken Anderson. Ken trying to finish it. Bambino trying to make it 1-1, but Ken Anderson cutting him off, reversing it one more time into a power slam, trying to throw him off into the table, and he misses.
That's short.
And now amongst the nice heads, I think Ken Anderson's trying to put Bambino through the table the hard way.
Going into the other ring, how fortuitous. We just happen to have another ring sitting over there.
Yeah, for that 40-man two-ring battle royal we had tonight.
40 men, 20 nipples. No, 80 nipples.
Why are you counting the nipples?
I'm just saying if they would advertise it thusly, market it thusly.
Well, now they're in the other ring. And scoop slam by Ken Anderson. You know, the pace of this match is very slow. Not exactly what you'd expect, but in a 203 tables match, you would expect a slower pace just so they can conserve their energy longer.
You know, I've just been informed.
Yes.
That Busty Loads has a superfluous nipple.
Well, thank you for that visual.
So my mistake,
Charlie.
it was actually 81 nipples. 40 men, 81 nipples.
And one person, one Wizard of Todd, who's about to throw up. Thank you.
Hey, I did not need to hear that either, but...
Oh, but you had to say that about Busty Loads, superfluous, whatever. Super fluid, what? Nipple.
Hey.
And Ken Anderson places Dino Bambino on the table at...
Right.
This is a very interesting position. Both of them are going at it. Remember, Ken Anderson is up 1-0 in this 203 tables match. And Ken Anderson's trying to finish this right now. If he can put Bambino through the table, it's over.
Is this the denouement of the match? No! A reversal!
And Bambino seems to be recovering. Could we see the shooting star press right here? Bambino seems to be recovering. Ken's still on the floor. And the Weasel is trying to count. Oh, what a leg drop by Dino Bambino. Right across the throat of Kamikaze Ken Anderson, cutting off the wind. Bambino trying to move the table. He's moved it yet again.
What's happening?
It looks like he's trying to reposition the table. He's trying to set up Ken Anderson for some sort of painful fall, that's for sure.
Definitely breathing hard.
Oh, and Izzy Awesome was trying to give advice. That's too bad. Oh, I shouldn't say it. It's Izzy's dad who got me into wrestling in the first place.
Izzy's a wonderful bloke.
Well, he is. He's Izzy Awesome.
He's splendid.
I like to give him grief, too, but... And, oh, going for a power bomb is Ken Anderson. Bambino, he's countering. If Ken can pop this, that's the end of the match. And meanwhile, Bambino reverses it, yes. Oh, what a chop. Oh, and again. Boy, it's a good thing Matt Byron's not here, or we have to hear the lamest catchphrase of all time.
It's time for chops.
Well, I mean, what kind of chops? Pork chops?
Lamb chops.
You know, roast beef, yeah.
Roast beef chops.
Mutton chop.
You're just talking out of your ass.
Well, yes. Once again, Anderson looks like he's setting up Bambino for a power bomb. Bambino, he's trying to hang on for dear life. Slides off Ken Anderson. I don't know how Ken Anderson's neck wasn't broke. High knee to Dino Bambino's head. Ken Anderson flips it. Oh, what a clothesline. Ouch, ouch. What? Anderson's calling for the Bambino bomb. Can he do this?
Well, he's in charge of the match at the moment.
I thought there were like patent, considerations you have to take into
That would be a
consideration.
trademark.
That too. And he looks like he's got him up, and oh, he got him with the Bambino bomb.
Oi!
Ken Anderson now is going towards the table. Looks like he's trying to set up something. And
remember, he's up one table to nil.
I think him and security person Ted DeJardin have something going together. He just slapped Ted DeJardin's hand. I mean, what, did DeJardin pay him off or something? I don't get it.
I believe that's Desjardins.
No, I've known him. He's a silly Belgian.
Those kooky Belgians.
I mean,
there's two things I hate in this world. People who are disrespectful of other people's cultures.
And the Belgians.
And Belgians.
The thing about Belgians is they're just so evil. Not as evil as me, but they're evil. That's why I have Belgians as friends.
Rising action taking place here.
Meanwhile, Ken Anderson.
Tension is mounting.
He's going up to the top rope. It looks like he's going to Kenton bomb right through that table. If he hits this, it's all over. But Dino Bambino gets up, and if Big Jim isn't hurt in Ken Anderson, the Twins most certainly are.
Smack dab in the jewels.
And Bambino places Ken Anderson. Time for chops.
Those huevos must be swelling. Oi!
Oi! And Ken Anderson goes through the table with a Kenton bomb, I believe.
So much for copyright infringement.
And both these guys just laying there, a heap, a mess. That hurt Dino Bambino almost as much as it hurt Ken Anderson. Well, the score is 1-1. Whoever gets this last table will win the ACW Heavyweight Championship, the most coveted prize in all of independent wrestling. Ken still just a heap on the floor. Dino Bambino, first one up. And you got to believe, and Bambino goes right for a table, trying to finish it quick.
Now the series is tied.
Yes, it is. 1-1.
The next wrestler, hey, I'll have a scotch, thank you.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I think in my own way, I am on my own. And Bambino. Well, language Bambino. My word. Where's he going?
And
What?
Mr. Bambino apparently taking a... There's my good-looking identical
wait a
cousin.
minute. What's he come? It's a ladder. He's making this a ladder, and your boy is your cousin.
Identical cousins. Yes, we are.
This is no ladder match. No DQ.
That Bambino just brought up a great point to the Weasel. You might want to listen up. There is no DQ. Ladders should be are allowed in this match because frankly, you could bring a Tommy gun into the match and use that.
No DQ. That's sad because I could go for a peanut buster parfait.
Not Dairy Queen, you British bloke. Disqualification.
Oi, my head. I'm losing. Oi. My side. Oi.
You know, I can't believe this, but you know, it's at times like these I actually wish that Matt Byron was next to me.
You cheeky bastard.
And meanwhile, Bambino had Ken Anderson on the ladder, and now the damage is going to start, I think. I think he's going to do some Tom Canery and some...
Okay, who's been drinking now? Chicanery, tomfoolery, skullduggery, zany antics.
I've been by you for so long, it's amazing I can speak straight at all.
Well, I must admit, I must admit, my
Oh, no! Ken Anderson, he's trying to get up. Both of these on the ladder.
The fumes from my breath are quite intoxicating.
Both guys trying to gain the advantage.
This might be the end right here.
Whoever gets the advantage wins the ACW heavyweight title. And why is the Weasel on the ladder, for the love of Pete?
I think he likes the view.
Oh my God! They both went through at the same time.
Who won?
I don't know. It's the exact same time. I can't determine.
Who's the victor?
I don't know. We need to get a ruling.
Who applied?
Your cousin needs to make a ruling if he's sober enough.
What is happening?
Well, the Weasel can't make a ruling. He can't do much.
Make a call, ref. It's a draw. It's a draw.
What, a draw?
Last name at the same time. It's a draw.
Well, would it be appropriate to bring out another table, maybe, or? No, they're just calling it. And since it's a draw, the title can't change hands. Oh, and the nice heads. The nice heads are showing their display of love and affection for the Weasel.
This is unbelievable. Who could have imagined that a 2 out of 3 tables match would end in a draw?
This match, I didn't think it was possible. I didn't think a 2 out of 3 tables match could end in a draw, but we just saw it happen. This match ended in a draw. Ken and Dino, they've given it their all. Hey, but wait a second, guys. Hold on. This ladder has given me an idea.
That is an idea in this drunken state. This is scary.
Where you got a belt at the top of a ladder, there's no way you can have a draw. You can only have a winner and a loser.
Yeah! What if both grab it at the same time and come down with it?
What's going on? My handsome cousin was speaking his piece.
Oh, so there's going to be a ladder match, huh? They get to wrestle each other yet again for the heavyweight title? While this man sits on the sidelines and waits? That's a bunch of crap!
You know, someone really needs a scrunchie for their hair.
Or shampoo.
Probably both. And buttons.
Doesn't even have a match, and he's the #1 contender. So as commissioner, I am asking you to do the right thing. And in that ladder match between those two,
Wow. That just plays in the hands of Kevin Krueger.
I'm gonna do whatever I feel is right and best for the fans. Okay? But what you say has merit. I propose for the next show right here at the watering hole, May 17th.
You just do it. You're the
a
commish.
regulation ladder match between Dino
He can do what he wants.
and the current champion, Kamikaze Ken. If the two of them agree to having Mr. Kevin Krueger as the guest referee.
They will.
Oh, let's see what they think about it.
What do you say, guys? Do you agree to that?
I think they're in too much pain to agree.
Come on, don't be sick and agree to it, Kamikaze. Come on, Dino, agree to it.
See, now what happens, Sullivan, if both men come off the ladder like that?
You have another match. That's what you do.
It could happen. I mean, I never saw two men go through a table at the same time before. It harkens back to the Hulk Hogan and Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff cage match of the 80s. Both men got out of the cage at the same time.
Now that's just rude.
What? He can't take the title. That's not his. That's not right.
Mr. MacFahrquar is telling them what's what.
Sullivan, tell your cousin to be more assertive. You should take a big stick and start beating on him for that. That's horrible. What disrespect.
You'd like that, wouldn't you?
Not a big stick. Not personally, no. And meanwhile, Dino Bambino still in a heap. But Kamikaze Ken Anderson is still... Well, the professor's trying to get some agreement here.
These two guys are too worn out to give an answer.
Do you two agree to having Kevin Krueger as the guest referee for your ladder match?
Why are they chanting for Odie? Yeah, have some more beer food. Go ahead.
The crowd is mad.
One more time with the ladder. However we got to do it.
And Bambino agrees and Anderson agrees. And they're going to go at it one more time. These two very good friends. They've been battling it hard now for a couple of months. They're going to take it to the ring one more time in a ladders match.
I can't believe it. This should be one of the greatest matches of all time. One of the greatest matches in years.
One of the greatest matches this month.
Well, next month. In May 17th, 2002, which is approximately a month from now,
Yes.
April.
Where it's lovely in springtime. And this is Todd Lusk, along with Mr. Sullivan, saying good night, everybody. See you next month.
Enjoy the tape.